Not that I can see, but how many of you are from Missouri? Raise your hand. I'm not. I'm a native Californian. You are from the show me state, or the unless I see it, I'm not going to believe it. But how many of us are part of that seeing is believing crowd? There are quite a few. We need to have that empirical evidence. We don't always take somebody's word for it. In the gospel, what Jesus is saying, he says to all, not just to the Father, because at first glance it sounds kind of rude. Are you not the Son of God? You're supposed to be healing and curing and helping people, and yet you're not going with this Father whose little boy is dying? What kind of compassion is that, God? But he addresses everyone. So it's, unless ye or y'all, for those who are from the South, unless you all tend to see signs and wonders, y'all will not believe. What's the deal? But even those that see the signs convince themselves not to believe. Their hearts are that stubborn, that stone cold, if you will. So he's not addressing specifically an anguishing father. He's addressing the class that his father belongs to, the privileged class who are most part in opposition to the works of Jesus, those who are part of Herod's regime, the governing class, those who felt that Jesus would threaten their cushy-tushy little way of life, and they would have none of it. But for us, in the season of Lent, if we have faith and we pray, do we need to see a sign in order to know that God listens and God hears and God continues to act in the lives of his people? Perhaps not exactly the way we want it, but remember, God has the script. God reads ahead. God knows and God sees more than we know and more than we see. And sometimes, many times, a lot of times, I dare say all of the time, it is ultimately for the better. We just have to suck it up and deal with it. So I don't get what I want. Big deal. In the long run, you'll have even more than that. As Jesus said, pressed together, shaken down, flowing over. You're going to have more than you want. But you need to want the right thing. The official wanted the right thing. He wanted his son to get better and not die. He, like everyone else, wanted to see what Jesus could do. Come with me. Come with me. I know you're busy. You got a lot of people to see, a lot of people to heal, raise from the dead, etc., etc. Just come with me, just for a moment. And just answer my prayer. Because they saw what Jesus did at the feast. They saw it. And they believed and they welcomed him. And here's one more voice who wants to see what Jesus can do. But rather, Jesus says, go home. Your son will live. And it takes a while, but the whole point is to see who Jesus really is, not just what he can do for us. Like the scribes, the Pharisees, Herod, and the lot, who want to see the next performance at 1, 5, and 7. Bravo, Jesus, we'll buy the next ticket to the next showing. Our human heart wants to see what Jesus can do, but the heart of faith calls us to see Jesus for who he is, was, and always will be, the Son of God, the one that brings healing, hope, and peace.